You're sitting in Pacific Beach traffic on Garnet Avenue, and ping, a rock flies up and chips your windshield. Now you're wondering how long you'll be stuck without your car getting it fixed. You're listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast with your host, Stuart Rofa. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Stuart, and you found the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. Today we're talking about stone chip repairs in Pacific Beach, specifically how long they actually take. Because let me tell you, most people have no idea what they're in for. So here's what I hear all the time from folks calling our shop. They think fixing a stone chip is either going to take 5 minutes, like slapping a Band-Aid on it, or they're convinced they'll be without their car all day. And look, I get why people think that. You know what I mean? You've never had it done before, so you're just guessing. The 5-minute crowd usually thinks we're just going to squirt some glue in there and call it good. The all-day crowd, they're thinking about body shops where you drop your car off Tuesday and maybe get it back Friday. Neither one's right, and that confusion keeps people driving around with chips that are just getting worse every day. Actually, let me tell you what really happens. Most stone chip repairs in Pacific Beach take about 30 to 45 minutes. That's it. Now, I'm not talking about pulling into a drive-thru and getting it done while you order your coffee, but we're also not talking about an all-day affair. Think of it like getting your oil changed, right? You know it's going to take a little time, but it's not going to wreck your whole day. Simple chips, the ones that look like little bullseyes, those can be done in 20 minutes if everything goes smooth. The bigger ones, maybe up to the size of a quarter, those push us toward that 45-minute mark. And here's something interesting about Pacific Beach specifically. The location of your chip actually matters more than you'd think. You get a chip right in your line of sight while you're driving down Mission Boulevard. That's going to take me a little longer because I've got to be extra precise. Can't have you looking through a wonky repair every time you drive. Chips on the edges near the windshield frame, same deal, more finicky work. The weather plays into this too. Those hot summer days when you're cruising down to Crystal Pier, the resin actually sets faster in the heat. But here's the thing, sometimes I gotta work in the shade because if that resin cures too fast, the repair won't be as strong. So on a 90-degree day, I might actually take a few extra minutes to make sure everything's done right. Actually, wait, let me back up and walk you through what's really happening during those 30 to 45 minutes. Because it's not like I'm just standing around drinking coffee for half of it. First 5 to 10 minutes, I'm prepping. Cleaning out any loose glass, making sure the area's spotless. You'd be surprised how much dirt gets into these chips, especially if you've been driving around Pacific Beach with your windows down. Then comes the actual repair. Drilling if I need to, injecting the resin, making sure it fills every little crack. That's another 10 to 15 minutes of careful work. The curing is where time really varies. If I'm using UV light, we're talking 2 to 3 minutes. But sometimes the natural sunlight works better, and that means 15 to 20 minutes of waiting. Can't rush that part. The resin's gotta set properly, or you'll be back here in a month with the same problem. Okay, here's something most shops won't tell you, and this is huge for people in Pacific Beach. You've got options for where this happens. I can come to you, whether you're working downtown or hanging out near the beach, and it takes the same amount of time, 30 to 45 minutes. But here's the insider tip. If your chip's complicated, if it's got multiple cracks shooting out like a spider web, you might want to come into our shop on Garnet Avenue. We've got better lighting, specialized equipment, and honestly, sometimes those tricky repairs just go smoother when I've got all my tools right there. Now, Not every chip can be fixed, and this is important. If your chip's bigger than a silver dollar, or if you've got cracks longer than 3 inches, we're looking at replacement, not repair. And if you've been driving around with that chip for weeks, sorry, but dirt and moisture get in there, and sometimes it's just too late for a repair. Before I let you go, let me rapid fire a few things people always ask. Can you repair multiple chips at once? Yeah, but each one adds time. Will it look perfect when you're done? It'll be way better, but you might see a slight mark. Is it really going to hold? Absolutely. These repairs are permanent when done right. Bottom line, don't let that chip turn into a crack that'll cost you a whole windshield. I'm Stewart at Speedy Windshield Repair, and I can get your chip fixed in 30 to 45 minutes, often with zero out of pocket if you've got insurance. Give me a call at 619-761-4887. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. If you need windshield repair or replacement in the San Diego area, give us a call at 619-761-4887 or visit speedywindshieldrepairs.com. We'll see you next time.
Clarity is on its way, making everything okay. Crystal clear the open road, lifting up a heavy load. Precision, vision, expertise, putting your whole mind at ease.